Hello everyone, this is the continuous video of the chapter Industries of grade 8. In the last or the previous video, we have already learned about the industry as a system. In that, we have also learned about the classification of an industries, as well as we have also understood and learned about the factors which influence the location of an industries. Now, let us move ahead that what we are going to learn in this. That is, you will be able to list the industrial region of the world. You will be able to identify the causes of industrial disaster and what is the industrial disaster as well. And you will be able to locate the major industries of the world. So let us have a look in first the industrial regions of the world as well as in India. Before going through it list, these are the list. Before going through this list, let me just remind you that what is industrial regions? What are the industrial regions? As we have already examined the various factors which influence the location of an industries. Even the few areas across the world are more favored as for the industrial development as against the rest of the other optimum benefit and facilities. The facilities such as the water supply, the flat lands, even the labor, the transport facilities, that closeness toward the markets, etc. All these amenities were and the services were there, and that place, such regions have developed a cluster, and these are the areas called as a industrial regions. And here are some of the major industrial regions. First is Eastern North America, Western Europe, Central Europe, Eastern Europe, and the Eastern Asia. These are the major industrial regions. But when we talk about in India, the major industrial regions in India, we have Mumbai Pune cluster, Bangalore Tamil Nadu region, Hubli region, Ahmedabad Baroda region, Chota Nagpur industrial belt, Vishakhapatnam Gantar belt, Gurgaon Delhi Meerut region, and the Kollam Thiruvananthapuram industrial cluster. These are the places in all over the world we have the industrial region. Now, as per we got to know that there is a development of industries in all over the world, that people are getting benefit as well. But with the benefit, there are some of the errors as well. There are some of the disadvantages as well. As in the industries, with the benefit, it gives the disaster as well. Yes, I'm talking about the industrial disaster. That is our second point here. What are the industrial disaster first of all? As we have already learned about the natural and human disaster. In the human disaster, we have one of the disaster that is related to the industries. Here, this disaster caused by the industrial companies, either by the accident or either by the human negligence or incompetence, where great damage, injury, and or a loss of life are caused. As we have already knows that there not only this, because due to the technical error it happens, mostly human negligence is the reason, and even the people who are irresponsible handling in tools and equipments, all this result in the injuries of people and the property as well. That is what we called as a natural disaster, here the industrial disaster. Not only this, we also called as an industrial accident to it, as not only the disaster. It caused by the industrial companies either by accident, negligence of or incompetence. And even here, as we can take one example, that is of Great Chicago Fire of 1857 was made more severe due to the heavy concentration of lumber industries, uh, wood houses, fuel, and other chemical in a small area. If we'll take a recent example, that is also in August 2019, that time there was a leakage of ammonia gas through pipelines in fish factory in Karnataka. That is there also resulted in the hospitalization of near about 73 74 people. It was the reason that due to the negligence of human, and that accident happened. So not only that the industries are developing in all over the country, but yes, due to some reasons that industrial disaster occurred. That is what here the industrial disaster. But what we can do in such situation to make sure that this disaster will not make more damage to more people or the property, so we can take a precautionary measures for that. So what we can do, that is the industrial area should be established away from residential area. Second, workers in the industry should be aware about that toxin stored, and they should know the precautions to be taken in case of accidental leakage. Even what means what can be done in that situation. Then proper fire warning should be given if any accident or any leakage was there and anything happened. There the fire alarm or the fire warning should be given to the workers who are working in the industry, and the firefighting system should be incorporated. Storage of toxic substances should be limited, which which is harmful in the industry. That storage toxic substances should be limited in the industry, so it will not do the more damage to the people and the property. That precautionary measure can be done. After this, the distribution of major industries all over the world. Just we have already seen the northern USA, the Central Asia, Europe, this color industrial region, and then world industrial belt, yellow color, and the pink color shows that is of industrial region in the map. That all the places which we have just discussed, that they are the industrial regions of the world, whether the Mumbai or whether here in the North America, whether in Europe, all the places are the industrial regions of the world in the industrial belt as well. Here are some of the major industries, that is iron and steel industries, textile industries, and information technology. These are the major industries of the world. In this, first of all, let us understand about the iron and steel industry. As it is world distribution, if we see that Germany, USA, Japan, Russia, and China are the leading here. The leading producer in the world is USA, and in India, Jharkhand for the iron and steel industry. Here also, as per the industrial system, we know that the three factors are important: input, process, and output. Okay, so there also iron ore as an input. We want the coal, limestone, labor, capital, and the site. And then process, they convert the iron ore into steel. And then what we get the output, that steel which may be used by other industries as a raw material. That is what output in the iron and steel industry. The properties and uses of iron and steel are, as we know, steel is tough and it can easily be shaped, cut, or made into wire. Special alloys of steel can be made by adding small amount of other metal such as aluminium, nickel, and the copper. Alloys give steel unusual hardness, toughness, or the ability to resist the resistors. Still steel is often called the backbone of modern industry. Yes, for making the machinery things, the technology, steel is important. Almost everything we use is either made of iron or a steel. Yes, or has been made with tools and machinery or these metals. Shapes, trains, trucks, autos are made largely of steel. Even the safety pins, even the needles, even you use are made from the steel only. Oil wells are drilled with steel machines. So we have steel, we have iron in most of the things, and we are using it for our own purpose. These are the uses and the properties of iron and steel. Here you can see this is one of the picture that is shows the iron and steel industries. Next is textile industries. Here the world distribution if you see USA, textile industry, Japan, India, China, Russia. And the leading producer in the world is Japan, that is Osaka. Leading producer in India, that is in Gujarat, Ahmedabad. These are the places in India as well as in world. Here the input, process and output in the textile industries are input cotton, of course required because it is a textile industry. Labor required there, factory is important, and transport system from one place to another, that is from the industry to market. Then here process is ginning, spinning, weaving, dyeing and printing. After this process, we get the proper product, maybe the shirt we wear or other clothes, maybe for the women, maybe for the men's or the kids. So that is what made up all these inputs required. Then they will process in that, and then we get the output in the textile industry. Here is the image of the textile industry. Here are the threads and making the cottons, sheets and all, and then they make the particular clothes, whatever the design they make in the industry. Information technology is the last major industry of the world. Here, the important cities in India: Mumbai, New Delhi, Hyderabad, Chennai, Gurgaon, Pune, Tiruvananthapuram, Kochi, and Chandigarh. These are the places for the information technology, and nowadays this IT industries we call information technology is going huge and at the high level as well. It is important as well in the industries apart from the iron and steel, apart from the other industries or the textile industries. Equally, this information technology industries is important as well. So this is what whole about the chapter that is of industries. In this, which we have already learned about the industry as a system, we have already learned about the factors which influence the location of industries, as well as the classification of industries on the basis of ownership, on the basis of raw material, and on the basis of size, as well as some of the regions in the world, industrial regions we have learned, and even the in India. Apart from this, we have also known about the industrial disaster, the accident occur in the industries, and some of the distribution all over the world about the industrial regions. And the three major industries which is famous, that is the iron and steel industries, textile industries, and the information technology industry, IT industries. So thank you very much. I hope you have understood very well. Thank you.